Hey, what's up guys? Formal Guy 1 here and welcome to the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. And tonight we have the Hoosier 150 for the Oshkosh Heritage Series, and this is going to be a wild one because this is our dirt race for this series. We normally do one or two per season. I think we're only doing one for this season, but yeah. Racing in an 850 horsepower Camaro at a dirt track, this is going to be very fun to watch. And again, I've taken part in 4 of these, so it's going to be a very different perspective watching this from the booth. And yeah, we're doing things a little bit different tonight. Instead of qualifying, these cars are lined up in reverse points order. Now, Huds has not raced in a single Oshkosh race this season, so he's actually starting on pole, because technically he has 0 points. Frank's in second, Pudge in third, Van Gogh is in fourth. And yeah, Swan and Down East, 2 of the fastest dirt drivers we have in the circuit, and they're starting in the back 2 spots. So they're going to have to fight their way through the traffic to start out this race. Pudge is just having all sorts of fun up there. But yeah, it should be a fun race. 2 stages. I think it's 15 laps and 25 laps. Oh my dear Lord, have mercy! This is just the pace lap. They're not racing yet. They still have to form up and go green. But yeah, Pudge just loves to whip that car around and do whatever the heck he wants with it. Yeah, should be it's gonna be a lot of action out there on that track. You're gonna see cars drifting around, sliding around. Grip is very low for a track like this, and yeah, lots of horsepower. No pavement whatsoever on this track. It's completely dirt, and yeah, this is gonna be very interesting to call because I've never called a dirt race before. Actually, correction, if you dig down in my live videos, I think I did call a what was it? A rally race for an unofficial league that never got going. Alright, y'all, these cars are gonna form up. And yeah, we do everything just like NASCAR. Double file restart, still the same points, you know, all that crap, so it's just the same thing on dirt. And I can guarantee you, I think this race is going to be a lot better than those Bristol dirt races in IRL. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line, we are about to go green for this race. The Hoosier 150 underway. Van goes in second right behind Huds. Oh my, do you see the madness? Oh my god, they are all over the track. Swan is already up to third, Pudge up to second. Huds is trying to drive away while he's up in safety. Now again, the caution rules are very interesting on this track. Oh my dear god, Huds is way off. Pudge is going to probably catch him really quickly. Pudge is there, I believe. Yep, he's just going to skate right by. That RFK machine is really fast today. During the practice laps, RFK, I do believe both of their cars were running 1-2. Down East is right there on Pudge. Down East is going to be there to challenge. Now again, Down East and Pudge, they both have won a dirt race before in their Oshkosh career. Down East is going to try to go by on the inside. He's going to make that look pretty easy in that 16 car. Meanwhile, Huds and Swan are looking pretty close back here in third place, or battling for third place. Ooh, Pudge is going to send it on the inside. He is going to get back around for the lead. Down East is laying all over him. Swan gets around for third, looking back through the field a little bit here. Van Gogh back there and last in that Presidente car. Pudge and Down East were door-to-door for a second. Don't want to go through here door-to-door. Pudge is going to get a lot of airtime. They were just like synchronized drifting right there. Pudge falls way off of the pace, goes back to third. Down East goes to the lead. Again, this is going to be a very crazy race to watch as Pudge just rocketed back into the picture. I didn't even see him through the first 2 turns there. So Down East with the lead, running for Colleague Racing. Swan's running for Stuart Haas. Jeez, they are very close right now. And again, the word out of the Haas camp was these boys were not sure what the RFK guys could do because RFK is always one of the better dirt teams. And yeah, Pudge came in here during basically open happy hour for lap times, and Pudge topped the board, but right now he is stuck in third after screwing up the jump coming to the start-finish line. Swan's trying to get up to that 16 car. Pudge is now starting to almost challenge Swan for that spot back there. Down East falls way off of the pace. It looks like Pudge and Swan are going to go by. Now Swan goes to the lead. Pudge has to battle Down East to try to get second place. Down East is going to get that back. I don't know if he got in the brakes too hard. Maybe he just rode the wall a little bit back there and slowed him down. Clone's by himself in 4th. Frankie's in 5th. Huds is all the way back in 6th place. Again, Huds and Van Gogh right now, they are Petty GMS teammates. Look at all that airtime from these cars. Holy crap, dude. Should see it again here. Yeah, I mean, look at that airtime from these guys. Oh my gosh. Van Gogh gets into the wall. Huds is all over the place. Van Gogh's going to the moon. Oh my lord. Swan now has a pretty good lead, 2.8 seconds. And with Pudge around Down East, he shouldn't be having too much trouble with him, so now it's just one-on-one. Pudge has to try to harness in that RFK speed and try to catch up to Swan. Hope y'all are ready for the weekend. Always love Fridays. Always love racing on Fridays. Sorry, Down East got up to 2nd place there. I'm not sure what happened to Pudge. One thing about this track, it's going to be very hard to run consistent lap times, even if you have that car dialed in and you really know what you're doing. It's just, the car will never behave the exact same way in a corner, lap to lap. So you always have to be prepared for stuff to go wrong. So now with Pudge way off the pace, Down East has to try to see if he can catch up to Swan. So I will say, obviously I'm commentating tonight, but I have won 2 of these dirt races, and I gotta say, they never come easy, and this is just, bringing this car to a dirt track, it's one of the most lethal things you could think of in a NASCAR league. Look at that airtime. And Clone just wiped out full-fledged coming across the front straight. Going up with the leader to see if that would be a caution. It might not be. Again, I won't get into the specifics of it, but the caution rules at this racetrack are very unique, to say the least. It sounds like they're still green, even though the 3 cars basically totaled after that. Actually, no. Caution is out. Swan's slow. Van Gogh is in the pits. I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, when you're coming over that hill, sometimes you can shoot off into the pit lane by mistake. Down East just tried to carry that drift to keep up with Swan. Obviously, these boys are just having a lot of fun here at the dirt track tonight. Down East putting on a show for those spectators over there in that corner. And yeah, last season we had a themed race here. It was as seen on TV brands, and trust me, the paint schemes in that race, dear God, that was crazy to watch. And yeah, this is also the most horsepower we've ever had. So we've done 4 dirt races in the past, and every single one of them, the horsepower limit on the cars was 748. But tonight, it is 850 with a lot more parts on the car, so the cars definitely behave a lot differently than before. And y'all saw that even some of the top-notch drivers, they got spread out really fast. A driver's ability is really going to be on display here today. Tell you one thing, I hope Polyphony adds more tracks to this game soon. New cars is nice, but, you know, they haven't really done anything for tracks, and there's a lot of great racetracks that we'd love to race on out there. Coming to the restart zone. Got Down East and Swan on the front row. Green flag is back out. It almost sounded like one of those cars was in the wrong gear. Down East just got battered. 3 wide coming through that corner. 2 cars got into each other. I think that was Down East and one of the RFK boys. Might have been Frank. Pudge just gave Swan the door. Fighting back in second. These cars are still really close together going through this corner. Clone is getting around Down East. Oh my God. Oh, and here comes Frank to the inside in that 48 car. Swan is back up to Pudge. Now Pudge gave Swan a really good door coming through that corner, so Swan might repay that. Jeez, now look at who's coming to the lead. It is Clone in the 3 car out of nowhere. All of these guys are getting bottled up here, and that's causing all of these guys to be in contention for the lead. Caution flag is out. They're slowing down. I'm not sure what happened in the back. Considering Down East is in last, I'm assuming he had trouble getting through that corner there where the wall kind of sticks out in the middle of the track a little bit. I don't know where Clone got that run from, but yeah, Clone is now leading this dirt race in that AC Delco car. I believe that is the Daytona 150. Was it or 250? I think. Yeah, Daytona 250 winner. Well, Looking at the grid right now, it is Haas, RFK, and then Petty Colleague. That's just looking at the teams, and now they're going to form back up because they are going to go green this time. Because this is a video game, there is no tire wear or fuel on a dirt track in this game, so that's why they're not going to need pit road. But here we go, coming down to the restart zone there. Green flag is out. Synchronized right there, literally synchronized between the 2 and the 3 car. Hudds is up to second place out of nowhere. Swan's trying to go to the outside of the 3. Hudds is just trying to stay relevant back there in that 66. He is coming, dude. That 66 car has speed. Clone tried to go around on the outside. That's not going to work. Now he's going to try to cross him over. They both go into the outside barrier. Got to be careful with that. Clone is in second. Hudds is trying to hold on. Swan goes by 2. Down east up to 4th. Lots of air. Clone times that jump really wrong. And now Swan is just barreling towards that 2 car. Pudge is actually gaining on him out of the corner, but that 5 car is still coming. Jeez, Pudge is really flirting with that barrier on the left side. The gap to Swan is now only 3/10. I don't know what the heck happened with Pudge's car. Swan just gave him the door again. That took all of Swan's momentum. Now Down East is going to get into the 5 car. Everybody is bumping and moving each other around here. Down East to the inside, trying to go for second place. Is he going to get it? Swan's going to power around on the outside. Nope, Swan's going to hold the spot for now. They are still door to door. Again, I don't know if I would do that through here. It's going to be really close going over the jump. Okay. I think they're fine. Yep, they're fine. Everything's fine. Oh my God, Pudge just T-boned that barrier with the hay bales. He's going to fall to 3rd, maybe even 4th. Down East now has the lead, separated by about half a second to the 5 car. Oh, it's close racing. Swan is missing the corner a little bit. He's up into that barrier. He doesn't want to hit that too hard. Clone's actually following his teammate. I wouldn't do that either. And now all of a sudden, Pudge is to the lead. I'm not even sure where the 2 car came from, if I'm being honest. I was watching the 16 and the 5, and then all of a sudden it said the 2 car was in the lead on the player list. Okay, again, I'm just going to keep these cameras by the leaders because there's just so much happening right now. Down East back to the lead. Oh, and he's probably not going to be there for long. Never mind, he's going to go right back to the lead as Pudge lost some speed coming out of that corner. I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know how they're not just wiping out every single corner. See how they're just drifting that behemoth of a race car through those corners. Down East trying to hold the lead. Swan is really slow through that corner. I don't know what that was. Down East now has a 9/10 gap. At least they're not too wide going over these bumps again. It's a really good exit there for Down East. Now these top 3, as you see on the track on the top right, the display track with the arrows. Oh God! Pudge is near dead stop there in the barrier. I wonder if he's going to be okay. He's not going to move as these cars are going to be coming by full steam. Caution flag is out. Yikes, that's a dangerous spot to be stopped at. Okay, that was close. That was really close. Alright, 2 cars fine. I don't think he had any help in that. I think he just missed the corner and then just head-on stopped into the hay bales again. Pudge is having a lot of fun with those hay bales today. Now as we look back up at the leaders, Down East still holds the lead. He was actually starting to drive away from the 5 car a little bit. Like I said, Down East has been to victory lane here, and Pudge has been to victory lane here out of the drivers that are on track today. So yeah, Down East is trying to become the 2nd repeat winner here at this racetrack. That 16 car looks really tall. It looks like he has the suspension raised up a bit on that car. But hey, it's paying off right now because that car is very fast. Let's see, Hudds is in 3rd, Frank is in 4th on that driver list. And again, I've clearly missed a couple of things already that have happened, but sorry, this camera does not show everything. And plus, with all the dirt shooting off of these cars, it's sometimes hard to see around them. Yeah, it's Friday night, heading into a nice weekend, and I gotta say, where I'm living, the temps are really starting to drop. I mean, the other day I think it went down to high 40s at night for the low. I mean, it felt fantastic outside. Cars are trying to get formed up. They are just... I'm not really sure what just happened there. I don't think they went green. Yeah, no, the leaders were going way too fast to restart there, I think. Did they actually go green? I'm so confused. I am so confused. Okay, looks like Swan's slowing down. The leaders were going so fast with the pace speed, it looked like nobody had time to form up, so... Yeah, they're gonna try that again. There's gonna be a lot of dirty cars after this race. Gotta take them back and scrub them down in their team headquarters. I think I've said this a few times during some of these race live streams, but I must say it's nice to be able to take a break from actually racing and just enjoy watching it as a spectator. There's just... I love how big the smoke cloud and the dirt clouds are on this game, because there's a lot more of it on GT7 compared to GT Sport. Alright, so they're going to try this again. This time they're going to form up. They're going to try to keep the pace speed down low, so that way everybody can get up here, caught up, and then actually go green. They are still going pretty fast. Those cars are going full tilt, just trying to catch up to the pack to get in formation here. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line. See that big Sardegna sign across to where the line is. Green flag is back out officially this time. Swan's to the outside. He's trying to get in front of the 16. He will for now, but down east is going to get a big run from that inside line. These cars are getting really close together. This camera does not want to change. I don't know why. It's just sitting right here, not moving. Down east is going to try to apex the corner a little bit better. Swings it to the outside. Pudge goes way to the outside. Every car, it almost seemed like, was in the grass going through that corner up in the high line. Down east gets the lead with ease. I'm not sure where he even made that move. Another spot for airtime. You see all those cars jumping through there. Frankie just gave Swan a boot. Frankie's there challenging. He wants that spot. East to Swan's door. He's going to get by, it looks like. Pudge thought about making it 3 wide, thought better of it. Swan's now going way to the outside. Looks like he's trying to get out of the way as both of the RFK cars are going to pass him. Looking up at the leader. Now we're going to look at the RFK cars. They are really close together racing right now. Again, this is all still NASCAR style racing, NASCAR style points. It's just simply at a proper dirt track. I almost thought I saw Frankie spin out up there at the front, but he's all good. Also, the fastest lap currently is by Swan with a 1:20.1. If I do remember correctly, I think our fastest lap was in our practice session. It was the 2-car running a 1:20.6 in that ballpark. So, yeah, if we look at the fastest lap times on the right side, wow. Frank's fastest time is a 1:23.3. Down east is a 1:21.5. These times are actually all over the place. You hear them engines just roaring when these cars go by. These down east was just struggling to keep the pedal in it. Dear God, dude. Whip that thing sideways. Swan got around Pudge for third, and I think Swan's going to look to get around this 48 as quick as he can because, yeah, them RFK cars, man, they're starting to rough him up a little bit out there on the track. Now, again, for this season, let's see. I think... I'm trying to remember who all is want to race this season. Oh, God, Frankie's in the inside wall. That's going to slow him down a lot. Swan's going to just drive away from that 48 car. Jeez, that stinking airtime from the lead. Oh, my Lord, dude. I'm trying to scroll through these cameras to get a better angle. Yeah, 3 cars, just a ballerina up there in the midair. Oh, my Lord. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near these race cars. The opportunity for something to go wrong right there, oh my lord. Let's look up here. Swan is still in second, 1.8 seconds off of the 16. Seems to be climbing a little bit through this corner. Pudge is trying to catch his teammate. Pudge is up high, Frank is down low. Two completely different strategies there from the RFK team. Oh, I need to get me a drink. I am quite thirsty up here. Again, not a sponsor endorsement, but shout out to Milo's Tea for keeping us, or me and a few of our drivers, not thirsty for the races we do. That 2 car looks so unstable, and yet Pudge is controlling it. Clone goes by on the inside. I don't know where he got that run from either. Some of these runs that these guys are getting, I don't know where they're coming from. They're at some weird sections of the track, and just one guy barrels right by the other one. The gap to down east is now 7/10. So Swan is really starting to catch this 16. And yeah, Swan is going to go right by for the lead this time. Never mind. Caution is out on the track right as Swan was about to go for the lead. Not really sure what happened. Pudge looked really slow there, so I'm assuming that he probably spun out. Well, with that, there has to be 2 laps to go green. I'll be honest, I was so focused on these cars doing what they're doing, I was not paying attention to the lap count, so yeah, we only have 2 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line this time. Give you a little in-car camera here. Pud's catching back up to the pack. Yeah, doesn't that just look fun? Don't you just want to hop in this car right now and try to do this? Sheesh. Alright, so they'll be going green this time. If a caution comes out, that'll end the stage. If they make it to the white flag, they'll more than likely just race it out. Now, a caution can come out after the white flag does, but it usually doesn't. Just because, well, normally one of the main front runners does not crash. But yeah, that's how we do things here. And yeah, Down East leads. Swan was about to catch him, but Down East just, dear Lord, dude, he got really wicked sideways off of that jump, and somehow caution was called right before Swan got to him. There's your Chusco, and once again Down East goes left, Swan goes right. These guys got to hurry up and get in formation here. Van Gogh is so far back there, he's not going to be able to catch up to this lead pack. I think they're going to go green without him. Coming down to the start-finish line, 2 laps to go for stage 1 in the Hoosier 150. Huge push from Pudge in that 2 car to the 16. Downey's trying to hold it. Swan goes to the outside. Pudge just pushed Swan to the wall. Pudge just leaned on Swan and put him into that wall. Holy crap. Pudge is now going to try to go by for the lead. Out of nowhere, Pudge is right up here for the battle for the lead. Synchronized drifting there between those two. Everybody going up into the grass. Pudge is the only one holding it semi-low through the middle. Oh, Pudge he's barely in front of that 16. You better believe Down East is going to give it his all right here. He needs a good points day. I think Pudge is like 4th or 5th in the points, so Pudge also needs a good points day. Down East is going to go by for the lead as Pudge got into the wall. If Swan Down East to the outside, Pudge trying to go by on the inside. Can he get there? Door to door for the lead. Oh my, oh my. I think Pudge got out of it. No, he did not. Pudge to the lead. Down East giving Pudge a little bit of a door. Here comes Frank shooting in there in the 48 car. Holy crap. They're way off pace. Frank just shot himself to the lead. The lead just keeps changing on the player list. Can't tell where anybody is. Frank dive bombed that corner. He almost sent Down East into the shadow realm. He was so fast. Coming down to the white flag. This will be 1 lap to go for stage 1. Pudge really aggressive through the air. He's fine. Oh, Frank might crash. Swan by for 2nd place. They are wrecking behind him. White flag is in the air. Down East is around. He's way off pace. Green flag is still out. Oh, dear God. Pudge is wrecked now, too. Oh, they're not. No, they're still green. Caution is not out. Well, I think. Sorry, they were going so slow there. It almost looked like they were dropping off pace. But now Swan is within 6 or 7 tenths of that 2 car. Now, I could be very wrong. I call stuff as I see it, but it has looked like the RFK guys have been roughing up that 5 car almost all day. Pudge has won a race here. Down East has 2. Down East fell off after crashing by the start-finish line. Pudge now in a position to try to win this stage. Way to the inside by the grass. He's giving that car everything he has. Swan goes outside into the wall, and Swan is going to lose a crazy amount of speed right there. Clone might be able to get by him for second. Yep, here comes that 3 car. Well, he actually didn't pass him right there somehow. Pudge can just drive away. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Just don't make any mistakes. Clone is trying to challenge for that second place spot. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Coming down to the final corners and the final jump coming down to the front straightaway. Pudge in that 2W special edition car for this track. Pudge is going to win stage 1 for the Hoosier 150. He had a great run on that restart, showed a lot of speed. Swan's going to hold off Clone for second. Frankie, after nearly killing half of the field in that one turn, he's going to finish 4th. Down East with just some really bad luck there. Oh my god, what the heck happened between these two? Down East is going to come home 6th. I'm not sure what happened with him in the 66 car there. I guess we'll see on the replay. There you go. Pudge winning that stage. We're going to save that replay before they change any lobby settings here. Here are your results for stage 1. Fastest lap still went to Swan with a 120.1. Again, he didn't have the greatest lap times during practice, but he was still there, like, trying to get up there, and he showed up today. Even though he didn't get the stage win, having the fastest lap is a statement for that team after how much they practiced for this race. Alright, y'all, we're going to take a stage break, and I do believe when we come back, we're going to have 25 laps to settle it for the final stage. Winner of that will officially win the Hoosier 150. They will pocket 40 points and 5 playoff points. So yeah, we will be back in about, I would say, 10 minutes-ish in that ballpark. But yeah, also, hey, subscribe if you're new and switch that notification bell on to get notified every time we go live. Alright guys, we are back, ready to start this final stage. And also, I was wrong, it is not 25 laps, it is 30. This is going to be a little bit of a long haul. Either way, if the racing is half as good as that first stage was, I am very much looking forward to it. A lot of lead changes. I think that one time we had probably between 12 and 16 lead changes within a lap or two. I mean, that was just insanity. And yeah, they'll be going here soon. And whenever we take our breaks here, you can see stuff in the background there, like a car just drove by on the bottom of the screen. That's because in the middle of the stages, we allow people to practice if they want to, just see if they want to get any track information or improve their times, or just learn the track better, etc. We're not strict where we keep everybody parked and all that stuff. Well, now all of a sudden the lap count is 25 laps. What the heck? Now I gotta pull up the schedule because I don't know if I was right or if Pudge was right. No, it was 30. But I think everybody here is good with cutting it down 5 laps. Alright, so shouldn't be too bad. 25 laps, about a minute 20 apiece, so you're looking about 35 to 40 minutes for this stage, not too bad. And again, we all love what we do here. We all love racing whenever we can. And again, these guys, a lot of them race 4 times a week. And some of them even race 5 times a week because they race in other leagues. So yeah, we're all dedicated to the craft. I hope y'all are enjoying football season starting back up because I can't wait to watch football. Let's see, 3 games every Sunday, a game Monday, and a game Thursday. So yeah, I easily watch at least 5 games a week. My team is the Ravens, but hey, if football's on, I'll watch it. I don't care if it would be the Browns versus the Browns. I would still watch it because football is life. Alright, there we go. Just fired up the stage so the cars will get out there and get formed up out on the track. Alright, the boys are out here back on the track, ready to start this final stage, and again, the winner of this wins the race. Gets a lot of points for doing so. Yeah, I tell you, we've been running a series called the Winston Pro Series every Thursday. I don't stream it because I race in it, and if I tried racing while streaming, no, the whole entire lobby would just nuke itself. But we keep track of a lot of different things in that series because we have to actually track things for different points. One of the things is most laps led, so we actually have a full detailed list of how many laps each driver has led this season. I don't know, it's cool having that stat, and it almost makes me want to try next season, try to make a laps led tracker for all of our series. It would definitely be some extra effort. But it would be cool to see that stat at the end of the day. Just to give you guys an example, so the Daytona 500 race for the Winston, I led 24 laps, Swan led 13, Pudge led 13, Justin led 6, Clone led 4, and Mango led 3. So, again, just a lot of cool, fun stats to track, because all these drivers put in a lot of effort into every single race they race in here. Alright, these boys are going to come up through the last couple of corners here, and then they're going to form up and go green. And again, in case y'all are wondering, Pudge is in fact driving a 2W car. It's not just a number 2. He's going to kill me for not knowing this after all this time, but it's either a family member or a friend of a family member that actually runs a dirt car in real life, and his number is quite literally that 2W. I was able to pull that 2W off of his buddy's car and put it on his car, so Yeah, he only runs out of dirt, too. So here we go. Green flag is out. Down East tried to make it 3 wide in the back, going inside of the 3 car. Pudge looked like he was wheeling that thing a little bit unstable. Swan just nailed the wall. Oh my god, Pudge is loose. Frank goes to the lead. Clone goes up to second place. Pudge lost it entirely going over that hill. Pudge fighting back. Pudge is just gonna door the snot out of the 3 car. Holy crap, dude. I tell you what, Pudge is aggressive today. I've seen Pudge bump or stage wins. That's all that matters. Swan to the inside of the 2, gonna try to get around him. Looks like he will. Down East does too. Dear Lord. Down East trying to get to the outside of the 5. Not sure if I would do that right there. Clone tried to hold on to that race car. He's trying to chase down Frank for the lead. Clone's been up at the front at one point. I think he might have even led a lap earlier, but Frank has not been at the front all day. If he led in stage 1, it might have been for just a couple of seconds because he immediately got passed afterwards. Swan is there. Swan is all over the 3 cars bumper, and it looks like caution is out. Pudge is in last. Oh, okay, second to last. But either way, I think something happened with the 2 car there. Yeah, they stopped the cars because they're going to get going and go green this time. Now, again, if y'all saw the 3-hour cup race we did on Monday, that was fun. And for those that didn't see it, I would go watch it if you have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of free time on your hands. That's all I'll say about it. Anyways, coming to the restart. Frank and Clone on the front row. Swan and Hud's in row 2. Hud's back up there near the front again. Green flag is out. Clone got a great push from his teammate there. Frank did not get going whatsoever. I mean, literally, Frank was a roadblock for the left lane. Frank is right now a drifting show for the spectators because he is losing a lot of speed. Clone is still in the lead. Swan trying to get up to second. Pudge is all of a sudden back in the fight up in third. Down East is getting sandwiched between 2 RFK cars. Swan goes by the 3 car for the lead. Trying to watch everybody up here. Down East in third. The 2 RFK boys are trying to stay in contention here. Still very early on, but you can... Oh, God! Pudge just dove in front of the 16. That didn't work. He was trying to get the spot. It's just... Oh, my God, dude. Pudge is on a mission today. Again, there's only one team that has won 2 or more dirt races in this league. Everybody else has won only 1, and Pudge is trying to add his name to that list of 2 or more. If he can win this race here today, he will add his name to that list, and he's in position to, because, dear God, he's not letting anybody stop him and not letting anybody get in his way. Battle here for second is Clone almost took the nose off of the 16 car there. Swan has a 2.4 second gap. Oh my dear Lord! Everybody getting loose off of that jump. Frankie has fallen to 3 seconds behind his teammate. Pudge is all over Down East bumper trying to get around him. Down East is going to spin out over the hill. Oh, Pudge. Shaky, shaky. He's going to get up to second place with that wheeling job. Clone is in the lead. I didn't see what happened to Swan. Again, there's just too many things happening right now. I think Swan might have spun or something going over that hill. Again, man, Clone is starting to have a career season in almost every series he's running in this season. He's been kind of below the mark the past couple of seasons in Cup. You know, he's been in contention, but he's never been able to win a stage or a race. He just won a stage at High Speed Ring for the Cup Series. He won the Daytona opener for this series. Oh, God, Clone just slowed way down. Down East is coming with a rage of fire. But yeah, Clone he's won, let's see, he won the Clash race for this series and the Daytona opener. Let's see, he won a stage at High Speed Ring, so yeah, he's won 2 Winston races, or sorry, just one at Northern Isle. But yeah, I mean, Clone is just having a really, really good season across all of our series. And actually, Clone is currently tied for 3rd place in the Cup Series points. So yeah, just that number 3 is really in contention everywhere you look. That is everything Clone could ask for. It's awesome to see. Looking back through the field. Oh, God, and Clone just wrecked from the lead. That is not awesome to see. Swan almost just pile drove him over the hill. For now, we're staying green. Down East just sent away out to the grass. Yep, we're still staying green. Pudge is just... You see how hard Pudge is getting on that gas pedal. He's trying to catch up as much as he can. Pudge and Van Gogh are back there in different time zones. Oh, Swan got really sideways really early there. That might have slowed him down a bit, actually. Yeah, he's going to lose a couple of tenths out of that corner. Down East is now purple for the first time all race. Again, that fastest lap time of a 120.1, I think that's what it was. That is still the fastest lap of this race. Heavy, heavy braking zone. Now this time I'm trying to keep an eye up there on the track map. Because if I see an arrow getting wonky up there spinning around, I'm going to try to put the camera back to it. There's an arrow that's really slow in the back here. It is HUD. He is just having all sorts of trouble today in that 66. Again, he hasn't raced all season in this Oshkosh series, and he originally signed up for it after last season, but he decided to park it before the first race opened up. And yeah, I mean, hey, we're always happy to have him. Just he can race in as many races as he wants to, but today it's just he's not having a very good day. He has been up near the front, and he did lead a few laps there at the start. I don't know if he led a few laps, but he led for a bit there. Going back up with the leader. Swan has is trying to keep Clone behind him. Caution flag is out. Not sure what's going on up here. Actually, didn't Down East have the lead a second ago? You know what, man? Every single time I take this stupid camera off the leader, something happens. Again, I got told by a few people that I won't mention, obviously, but they said that, you know, I keep the cameras on the leaders and they want to hear me talk about other cars around the track. Well, at this stupid dirt track, every time I go around to somebody else, the leaders, they start changing positions. Dear God. So yeah, I'm going to try to keep this camera up front most of tonight. So now with Swan leading, Clone in second, Pudge passed Down East for third. I don't know what happened to Down East. Just making sure everybody in the back there catches up. Again, I'm not really sure what the caution is for either, but I'm guessing Down East spun out or something since he's not where he was a second ago. Every track we go to, there's usually not a pack of cars together where the competition level is about the same. Usually somebody is able to drive away and just take an outright lead. But today, the lead has changed so many times. And almost, I mean, there's 4 or 5 drivers in that list that have easily taken the lead at some point in this race and driven away with it for a bit. So yeah, if you would have told me that a dirt track would kind of be an equalizer for everybody's skill sets, I probably would have called BS on that, but it's certainly proven to be factual today. Van Gogh and HUD's catch up. Looks like Van Gogh's going to go left lane. Alright, coming down to the start-finish line to complete lap 6. There are 20 laps to go in this final stage. Another great push by Clone, man. Whoever lines up behind Clone, they usually give him a great push. Ooh, Swan falls to third. Pudge up in second place now. He's trying to catch back up to the 3 car. I don't know, man. That 2 car is dialed in today. RFK did a great job at preparing that 2 car. The 48 seems pretty fast too, but Frankie's just... I think he doesn't have a grip on the dirt track yet. Pun intended. But yeah, RFK is still really fast today. Ooh, Pudge is a little bit aggressive with the inside line. He might lose some time with that. Oh God, Down East is to his left. Actually, no, Pudge is still in front of him. Swan trying to get to his right side. Swan's gonna just go right by. Gets into him. They are together coming through this corner. Oh, Pudge stated they are 3 wide coming through that corner. 3 wide drifting. Holy crap, that just happened. Heavy braking zone. Pudge did not want to just barrel drive Swan into the rock formation there. Pudge gets the spot. Swan does go into that rock formation anyways. Oh, Frank's going to get around Swan. Swan falls to 5th place. And all of this is happening while Clone goes to the lead. Oh, yep, he holds that. Just making sure he didn't spin out over that jump. All the top 5 are good over that jump. Van Gogh's up in 6th place right now, and he's actually not too far off with his lead pack. Man, oh man, this is some insane racing. I'm trying to pull up the point standings for Oshkosh. So I do believe coming into today, Swan is still your points leader by a gargantuan amount. Yeah, so Swan leads in points with 204 points, and Down East has second place points with 187. So that is the gap between those two. Oh, Pudge into the inside barrier. That's going to slow him down. Down East has to try to get around him on the inside if he can. They are too wide. I think Pudge is going to let him go. I hope he does. He's really not. They're still door to door. Down East is off. I think he got into the inside wall there. Swan tried to get back around Frankie. Frankie tried to cross him over. Man, that car did not drift the way he wanted it to. It snapped back the opposite way. That slowed him down a little bit. These guys are driving this crazy, and now they're actually starting to catch up to Clone. All four of them. Like we said, though, dude, Clone, in this career season, right now is leading this dirt race. Oh, and Pudge is going to spin out coming across the start-finish line. Down East gets right into him. I do believe that's going to be a multi-car and a yellow flag. Yep, that is a yellow flag indeed. That was pretty vicious looking. Oh, Swan goes up to second because of that. Frankie fell back to 6th place behind Vango. What the heck happened to that 48 car? Currently looking inside of the 3 car with the cockpit cam. Hope you all are enjoying this. Certainly a first on my channel. And I looked back in my live video section. The race that I commentated was actually a rally race at a dirt track. It wasn't NASCAR, so yeah, this truly is a first NASCAR dirt race I've ever commentated. I'll take this camera back a little bit and look through some of these in-car cameras. Everybody else is just drifting and moving around. Down East is back here having a Sunday stroll through this dirt track. Tell you all what, hope you all have been loving our streams. Again, I'm going to keep doing them for the rest of the season as long as I don't get burnt out doing them. All this stuff is completely live, unscripted. You never know what's going to happen. You just have to go with the spur of the moment. Go back to outside cam here and show these cars driving by. I'll go green this time. I'm curious what lane Clone's going to choose. I think whenever he's leading, I think he usually goes with the right lane. Maybe? I don't even know. Typically the leader goes with left, but Clone has really been liking the right lane. Who is behind him? Is that... Oh no, it's Down East. Oh boy. And after the Cup race on Monday, Clone and Down East are not on very good terms right now. Coming down to the start-finish line there, and I don't think Down East pushed him at all, but Clone still got a decent start. Swan got a way better start. Pudge did too. Pudge is going to go right around Swan, and Pudge once again doored the living snot out of the 5 car. I'm just going to say this. I know how some of these drivers are. You might see some hands. You might see some straight hands being thrown on pit road after this race. Pudge to the lead. Clone to second. Swan fell back to third after Pudge gave him a great restart by pushing him. Then all of a sudden, Pudge said, no, I'm taking this lead right now. And Clone just said, I'm taking this lead right now. Goes right around the 2 car. And he's actually driving away because that gap is growing ever so slightly. Everybody's fine looking through the back of the field. Swan's trying to catch back up to that 2 car. I mean, one of these times, Swan is not going to take that, and Swan's going to give that 2 car a taste of his own medicine. 2 car dives it in there. Swan dove it in there too. Can both of them get around? Well, Swan's going to pass both the 3 and the 2. Swan goes to the lead in one crazy corner. Clone gives the 16 a little bit of a bump. Like I said, Clone and Down East are not on good terms, so I want to keep an eye on these two while they're close together under green flag racing. Again, there's so much sand and dirt being kicked up. Oh, and Down East just got booted into pit lane. I do believe that was from the 2 car as well. That is going to be another yellow flag. That was a vicious tap. I think that was almost an airborne hit, door to door, between the 2 and the 16. 16 car's fine. It's just he almost crashed into a bunch of spectators on the other side of that pit wall. sorry about my silence. I was checking something there while these guys are under caution. These cars will be coming down to the choose cone. Going to form up and get going here. Now, Pudge is on the front row. I'll tell you one thing, man. That Pudge, man, he has been crazy aggressive tonight. And there's still so many laps to be run. I mean, I would be a little careful if I was the 2-car pushing it that hard. Green flag is out. What a jump from that 2-car yet again. Had absolutely no help from Van Gogh behind him. Swan almost sent it in there trying to get into him, it looked like. Pudge holds the lead. Oh, Clone is... Okay, I guess he saved it. I thought he was going to get sideways and crash coming over that hill. Swan trying to close that gap. Clone is way up into the grass. These guys are almost too wide with the 16 and the 48. Frank's going to try to get around him on the outside. It might actually work. They are door to door. I think Frank just gave him that spot. Don't want to do... You really don't want to go too wide almost anywhere, but if you do, you got to be careful with it. Swan takes the lead. Clone's going to go by for second. Pudge just fell all the way back to third in one corner. Holy crap. Now all of a sudden, Down East is within striking range of this 2-car. Pudge just absolutely sent it into that corner. He might hit the wall. It looks like he did. Clone is right on Swan's bumper for the lead. This could get interesting. Clone looked like he was way harder on the brakes than that 2-car. Again, Pudge has a very aggressive line, and he takes it no matter who's around him. Look at Pudge go in that 2-car. Right around the 3 in that corner. Now he's looking to get Swan again. Holy crap, dude. Way over the jump there, and he's going to wipe out and crash. He does get into Clone. I do believe that's going to be considered a multi-car crash. Pudge has just stopped yet again. Cars are coming through at full steam. That's a dangerous spot to be. Caution flag is out. And at the current moment, RFK is currently sitting last and second to last. Actually, no, Frank got up to 5th. My bad on that one. Again, I think Pudge was just giving it everything he had, and then once he went over that hill, just forget it. So these top 3 have been some of the fastest cars all day. They've been exchanging the lead all day. It's just wild to see how aggressive some of these guys are being. I mean, everybody's been bumping each other for the most part, but man, Pudge is just taking some outright shots at some of these guys. I mean, I really want to see some of the conversations being had by pit road after this race. Alright, here they come to the choose cone one more time. I have a feeling we're definitely not done with cautions for this race. Coming across the start finish line, this time it will officially be the halfway point. 13 laps down, 13 to go. Another time with Swan and Clone on the front row. So here we go. Down to the start finish line. Green flag is out. Van Gogh did not push the 3-car almost at all coming to that restart. Down East is now going to try to dive under that 3-car. Pudge just goes right up the grid. He's up to 4th. Look at all the dirt shooting off of these cars. Down East goes to the lead out of that turn. Swan's going to try to get it back. He's staying off of the 16. He's almost there, though. Pudge is up into the barrier on the outside. We're going to go in-car camera live with Pudge here. See what he sees for this move. Oh my gosh, that car looks so unstable. He's going to go way to the inside. I think this is actually going to hurt him. Clone is all over his bumper. He's coming. Well, you can see the leader's pretty good through this camera. Oh my, Clone goes shooting by on the inside to take 3rd place away. Holy crap. Pudge is going to get him back. Oh, I wish the camera would look over a little more to the right, just a little bit, Okay, you're fine, you're fine. Camera's gonna fly off this thing real quick. It's gonna go right through the windshield on one of these corners. Alright, we're gonna go back to outside car camera as Clone is challenging on the inside. Pudge continues to hold him off. Down East continues to hold the lead up there. Looking back to the field, everybody's making it over. Oh god, Frankie is sideways off of the jump. Oh, and Hud's is spinning too. That should be a multi-car crash. Swan's in the lead, gotta see if that's a multi-car. Not sure at the moment. I mean, it should be a caution. But again, those guys can't see what I see, and I have no communication with them at the moment. Oh god, Swan might have killed it just a little bit there. Down East going to the inside. Swan's way to the outside in the grass. Oh yeah, Down East just went right by him. Pudge is back around Clone for third place. But he had to race Clone so hard right there, that made him fall off the lead a lot. Oh, Clone's trying to get him back again. These two cars, man, the 3 and the 2, just watch them because they are really getting competitive. Swan got back by for the lead again. That's going to help these two catch up to the leaders. Down East looks really slow through that corner. What the heck happened to him? Holy airtime again from that 16 Clone! Clone almost crashed and he almost took Pudge with him. Everything's still good though. Pudge is 1.5 seconds off of Down East. Clone is still challenging him. Oh. Gap got down to 8/10 there for a second, but that's because Pudge was just chasing it on the inside. Dear Lord, that drifting through there, man. Down East looks like he's off pace a little. The gap is now 8/10. We also have some close racing back here because Van Gogh and Frank are pretty close to one another. Van Gogh's actually starting to gap Frankie a little bit. Looking back up at the leaders. Car is... Well, he was sideways. I'm not sure if he was completely around, but he does save it. He gets back going again. That'll finally take Clone off of Pudge. Maybe Pudge can finally try to battle back and try to get up towards the leaders. Gap between the leaders, it's 1.8 seconds. That might actually change after they get out of these tight corners. And then the gap between Down East and Pudge is 1.7. So basically Down East is in no man's land. Same gap going both directions. Again, if I had to pick the 3 best dirt racers that we have, all 3 of these guys would be in that conversation for sure. Holy crap. Holy crap! Pudge was actually starting to gain on that 16, but then just lost all of his momentum. See, I really do want to look back and see if that caution was not called. I want to see why it wasn't called. I want to see why Down East is literally riding the wall and he's going to spin around. Yikes. I'm not sure if that's a caution. I mean, it shouldn't be because that was just a single car. Swan now has a 5-second gap to second place. And a lot of racing under green flag. Even with a lot of cars having trouble, we still didn't throw another yellow flag. Swan is purple by 5/10 in that 5 car. He's almost on pace to break his fastest lap of the race, which I think is still that 120.1. 120.4 certainly ain't bad. He's definitely, I would say, the fastest car as far as lap times go. He has when he's in traffic, he doesn't actually have much speed for time trial speed. Because look, a 120.4 is what Swan ran, and then Pudge just ran a 121.7. He's off by 1.3 seconds. The 2 car is. All the speed he's shown all day, and all of a sudden he's off pace. I don't know what's wrong with that 2 car. He won stage 1. He had so much speed, he was not afraid to throw a door or a bumper in there to get a spot, and now he's just stuck. And just got word that Hud's brought it to pit lane, and he parked it for the race. Again, was really cool to have him show up tonight because he's not even slated in our active driver list for this series, so... He raced, I think, either a whole season or... Actually, I think it was a whole season for last season. Stayed in there every race, was showing up every week, and it was really nice to have him. Again, I'm glad he showed up tonight just to have a 7th car in the field. Yeah, there is, for the first time all race, there is just not much going on anywhere around this racetrack. And Pudge just reverse spun that sucker over the jump. Oh, down East gets into the pit road wall. He's going to try to get out of the way. Clone is going to come zooming through there. Checking the leaders. I don't think that's going to be a caution. Never mind. That is quite literally a caution. Alright, so for the first time in like, I think 5 to 7 laps, we finally have another yellow flag. Again, I'll check in the post-race. I'll check on that one caution call and see what happened with that, because with those 2 cars spinning and causing a multi-car crash, that should have been an automatic yellow flag. I am not sure what Pudge is doing. Oh man, what a race. Don't forget, y'all, FES races tomorrow at this very track. We're bringing the FES cars here. And then also, Cup race. I will not be streaming on Monday because I will actually be partaking in that Cup race. So yeah. It's gonna be nice, actually. I mean, driving is obviously kind of a hassle, but, it's gonna be nice after Saturday to actually take a nice break. I think they're, red flagging it right now so, Vango can catch up. I don't think I'm going to find it in time, but I would love to find what lap that little incident happened with Puds and Frankie. Oh, let's see if I can shimmy my way through this video and see if I can find what lap that was on. Oh wait, I might have found it, really? Oh, I did. It was going into lap 15. Okay, gotta remember that. Lap 15. Alright, so these boys are coming up to the choose cone, and they will form up. Pudge is once again on that front row, and again, even though Pudge is currently 1.3 seconds behind as far as lap times go, he is still one of the fastest cars when it comes to racing in traffic. So the front row currently consists of the fastest time trial car and the fastest traffic car. Green flag is out. Pudge got another really good restart. I think Down East just hammered the gas pedal. Down East trying to get around Swan. He's going to try to go to the outside. Frankie just came in there and doored the 5 car. I think they are 3 wide. They were there for a second. Frankie goes by. Oh, and Down East slammed the door shut on that 48 car. Swan falls. He fell all the way back to 5th place there for a second. Yep, he's back in 5th place. Holy crap. That was not a good start for the 5. Pudge back up to the lead. Down East is trying his best to catch back up to him. Laps are winding down quickly now. See that car, man? That car is banged up. Lots of scrapes and scratches on that thing. Gap to the leader is now 4/10. Down East is coming with a vengeance. Colleague Racing up to challenge RFK Racing for the spot. Swan is back up in 3rd, trying to battle for that spot now. If Swan can get up to these 2 guys, he'll be there to battle, but he has to get to them first. Again, these suckers have 850 horsepower, the most horsepower that we've ever run in a sanctioned series for one car. Oh! Both of those guys were wicked sideways in the middle of the air coming off of that jump. Gap between Down East and Pudge is about 0.6. Swan's about 1.5 seconds off of them. Down East, he's there to the inside. He's going to try to go to the outside now. Oh, I don't think Pudge is going to let him. Basically, still side by side drifting through this corner. Oh, I think Down East braked to try to see if he could apex it in the middle. It didn't work that time. Still only separated by 0.3. He's within striking range. Oh, my Lord. 0.3, still the gap. These cars are basically running identical lines and times at the moment. Swan has fallen back to 2.5 seconds behind these two now. Pudge goes way to the outside. Down East is going to go to the inside and skate by for the lead. Holy crap, that's really quick speeds right there. Swan drifted almost a huge portion of that straightaway. Pudge in the gas pedal hard. I don't know if Swan's back there yet. Caution's out. Sheesh. See if I can look back. I think it was this arrow right here, so I think it was Clone. I think he might have wrecked in the straightaway before these S corners, because I thought I saw an arrow that was dead stopped. So yeah, caution is out once again. Downey still leads. You can see the 6 drivers we have on the left side there on the driver list. Okay, I gotta see. What does Downey's trunk say? I cannot see that. Mo power, baby. Okay, nice. And then, of course, Pudge's says the other really nice statement, I like hot moms. Yeah, there it is. And by the way, folks, that is quite literally what the 2 car is sponsored by. That 2 car is sponsored by I Like Hot Moms. So yeah, Pudge is really supporting a good cause there, I would say. The top 2 sponsors right now is Donut Media and I Like Hot Moms. This is the NFRL, baby. Oh my Lord, you can't make this stuff up, folks. Alright, here we go. They just chose lanes. There will be 4 laps to go starting this lap. It's gonna get wild. Pudge has an RFK teammate to his rear. That should help him get a really good start if they time it right. Swan is on Down East bumper. Really good push by the second row on both sides, actually. Down East holds the lead. Swan got by him aggressively. Look at that car shooting up the middle. It is the 3 car on the inside. Sorry, not the middle. Oh my gosh! It looked like Pudge basically used Swan as a brake right there, I thought. I might have seen that wrong, but that's what it looked like. Oh, Pudge is in the outside barrier trying to stay in front of that 5 car. Ooh, oh my Lord, Down East looks really slow. He looks really slow. What the heck is wrong with the 16 car? What the heck is wrong with every car? What the heck is going on? 3 wide for the lead. Swan goes by. Now they file out the single file. I don't know what just happened in that rapid succession of time. Dear Lord, I don't know how they got 3 wide going through there. That shouldn't have even happened. Going down to this heavy braking zone. It looked like Swan was about to just tornado right into the 16. Pudge aggressive to the inside. Swan aggressive to the inside now too. Pudge is within 0.7, now 0.3, now 0.1, now door to door with the leader. Nope, he backed off. Coming down to the front straightaway as Pudge just passed the 16 in the air, I think. That camera angle showed the 16 was landed on the ground on the wall, and then Pudge just flew in Oh my lord, down east to the outside. They are still battling hard for this position, folks. Swan to the inside. Down east is now going to have the preferred line. Down east is going to go for the lead. Pudge up in the barrier. He's going to try to cross him over. It should work. Holy crap. Down east is going to go back to the lead as Pudge got really loose on the outside. Swan is now there to challenge. And don't look now, but that 3 car is just lurking back there in 4th place. Swan gets by for 2nd. Pudge is trying to stay up with him. The headlights on the cars are coming on automatically. Don't mind that. Oh. Swan looks really loose. Swan is just not having the grip he needs through that corner. Gap isn't closing that much for the 2 cars, surprisingly. Down east is starting to drive away with this thing. Now this season, Down east swept the race at Tokyo. He won the stage and the race for that. And if he could somehow win this race, it would be his 2nd career dirt race victory and also his 2nd win of this season. After going winless last season. Look at Pudge. He's just, oh, he's going to spin around. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, and that is going to be a multi-car crash. Oh, no. We got to see what they call on this. Going in the in-car camera. Okay, we're going to a green-white checkered. Yeah, Pudge has been pushing that jump the most out of all of our drivers today. And once again, it just didn't work. And then Clone was full send. He couldn't see through the smoke and just got right into him. That's an automatic caution, and that will, of course, involve a green-white checkered. And I thought these two were going to have a good battle if they would have gotten together, grouped up during this green flag run, but now all of a sudden you're probably going to have Swan and Down East on the front row, and then Clone and Frankie in row 2, and then the most aggressive driver is going to be in the back row. So he's going to have 4 targets in front of him, essentially. And trust me, Pudge is not going to hold back. He is going to open fire. Oh, shucks, man. I was kind of hoping we would get done by 8:30, but it looks like we're going to extend a little bit. And again, these guys are not actually racing here. They're just going full steam to get back to the end of this race so we can get a green-white checkered set up. Oh, man. See, the thing is, whenever a car spins out or wrecks enough, they have the option of calling caution. I don't think Pudge would have called that, except, obviously, the 3 car just tanked him. Alright, so we're not going to have a break for this. It'll probably be just a minute so everybody can collect themselves after this wild race. And yeah, the way the green-white checkered works, obviously, they'll have a green flag and then a white flag. So, pace lap, go green. If a caution comes out before they take the white flag, we'll reset it up again and try another one. If they make it to the white flag, the next flag will end the race, be it caution or checkered. And yeah, we have 3 attempts at that. If we get all the way to the 3rd attempt, what is it? 3rd attempt, the caution, if it comes out on the 3rd attempt before the white flag, that'll end it. That'll just be the race results. Hopefully we don't need a 3rd attempt, but dear God, we are once again at a dirt track with 850 horsepower. So yeah, I think 3 is a little bit too few. I think we need like 10 attempts at this. Alright, there are your, for the moment, the results of Stage 2, even though they don't mean a thing right now. That's just your starting grid for the green-white now. I don't think Pudge finished 4th in that. I mean, he might have. I don't remember, though. Oh, man, this is going to be wild. But hey, just like in like an NFL game, when it goes to overtime, all of us fans get to say, hey, we get to watch bonus football coverage, and now you get to watch bonus NFRL coverage. Now, how dark is it going to be out on this racetrack? That is pretty stinking dark, if you ask me. Going to spectate one of these guys to see the level. Yeah, that's... Okay, it's even darker now. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Well, it got really dark there for a second, and then the sun just turned itself on, so that's nice. Hope you all have enjoyed this race. It's been pretty fun. And again, I won't complain about getting to watch even more racing. Now, that is quite dark. That is quite dark, actually. Pudge is just playing Mother Nature right now, and so I'm just going to stop announcing every time he changes the weather. And yeah, we will get going here in a second. If he's not sure what weather he wants, why does everybody keep getting on the track, is my question. Everybody's on the track this time. It might stick. You never know. Okay, ding, 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 we have a winner. So this weather and time of day wins for the weather. Let's see who can win this race. Alright, so it looks like that order is correct. I did not shot to be in the second row. I thought he was going to be in the back with Mango or Frankie, but that changes everything because whoever Frank starts behind is, or sorry, whoever Pudge starts behind is probably going to get a great push. And take your bets, folks, because if I had to pick a car between Down East and Swan for which one Pudge would want to start behind, I think the winner of that one's going to be Down East. Again, I think there's going to be a lot to watch here, so again, whatever happens in the back or mid-pack, not going to be focused on it, just going to be focused on these leaders, because obviously that's all that matters at the current moment. Again, this is the Hoosier 150. Hoosier Tires being the main tire company for the Oshkosh Heritage Series. Definitely switched away from Goodyears for this one. Come through these S corners going up the hill, and then they're going to choose their lanes. Tell you one thing, you'll see some of these guys run maybe 12 or more different paint schemes across a season that only has 15 races in it. Swan has run that car in almost every race this season. That's basically his signature paint scheme. And look at that, Clone starts behind his Haas teammate, Pudge will start behind Down East. Here we go. I am quite nervous sitting up here in the booth. This is going to get crazy. Coming down to the start-finish line, 2 laps to go, first attempt. My eyes are on Pudge. Where the heck is that 2 car? Oh, I'm not sure if he got to the inside of the 5. He didn't get there. Oh, yes, he is there! Swan is still to his inside. I dropped my controller. That is nice. Pudge falls back to 3rd. Clone is now up to 2nd. Clone is going for the lead on the inside. Can he get there? He is going to get there for now. Where the heck did that 3 car come from? Pudge is right behind him. He's got Down East challenging him, but Clone is now in a spot right now where he is leading this race. I don't know where he came from starting in the 2nd row on that restart. Swan getting a little, just a little bit pushy with the 16, not too bad. Clone has a 1 second gap to Pudge. Starting to get a little smaller here. Pudge obviously he's gonna chase up a little bit, but now it's getting bigger as Clone is driving away. Dude, if they get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. All the arrows are straight back through the field. Pudge is 1.8 seconds back now, 2.1. Oh my gosh, 1.6 seconds, 1.5. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, is a caution out? Oh no, how is there a caution out, man? Down East is in 5th place. I guess it happened with him. Oh man, so we're gonna have to line this up again. I want to apologize. I am the team owner of that 3 car and the 5, so I was getting a little giddy about that 3 car up there leading, but nah, I am an unbiased commentator, so yeah. They're gonna line them up again and take another shot at it. Again, I'm not sure what happened to the 16. I'm not even sure if what happened to the 16. Clone leading this race. This is absolutely insane. See, the problem is, I don't know if you're going to have a good shot against Pudge in that 2 car. In a perfect world, Pudge would line up behind Clone for the restart, but they're actually going to be lined up side by side. Oh man, there was so much happening coming through the first couple of corners, and all of a sudden you see this dark blue and white car shooting up the middle or the bottom lane and just spoiled the party. And then Pudge was actually falling off of the pace in the back going through the S corners. And then unfortunately that caution came out. I still don't know what the heck happened with that. So yeah, they'll take this white flag, or sorry, the checkered flag for this attempt, and then we'll line them back up again. So even more bonus NFRL coverage tonight. And again, I'm going to be making a few new playlists just to have all of these live races together. The only problem is there's now a little bit of a hole in there because there's one FES race that I raced in and didn't commentate. So I'm either thinking about commentating that one live at a later date, or I might even, I don't know, I might actually make that a legit video where I just commentate it and edit it like I do the old videos. Alright, here are your race results for that one. Essentially, this is just another starting grid. Well, here's a great thing for Clone. If these guys do line up just lane by lane, you're going to have Swan and Van Gogh in row 2. There ain't no way Swan's going to start behind Pudge. So, this might be a really good opportunity for Clone. Because Van Gogh is not the greatest at all on restarts. And then Swan might be able to get up there and give Clone a huge push. We'll have to see, and then we got to see which lane Down East goes into. Because well, then again, Down East and Clone kind of have some beef from that cup race, so yeah. Also, Clone is out of the lobby. What the heck happened? I am literally acting as a team owner right now, seeing where the heck he went. Because he is currently about to lead coming to this green-white checkered. We might have a little bit of a delay going on here, not sure. Alright, while I figure out what's going on with this, I'm going to put the mic down just for a second. Alright, so I was just told that Clone had an error for GT7, but he is back. I can breathe a little now. Oh, that was crazy. I thought something happened to Clone and he was out of it, but thank God he's not. So again, it's going to be Clone, Pudge, Swan, Van Gogh, and then Down East Frank in that order for the second attempt at a green-white checkered. And I still really hope that we don't need a third attempt at this. We shouldn't. Alright, so everybody's back, everybody's still forming up here, and again, this pace lap is just to form up essentially. Then we're going to go green, and then if they make it back to the white flag, next flag will end it, and then if we have a caution flag before the white flag, we're going to go to the third and final attempt to finish this race. Just for the record, I'm pretty sure Clone started in 4th place on that last one, if not worse. And then within the first, like, 3 turns going into that wide left-hander, he just shot up the inside and took the lead and ran with it. Man, I'm on the edge of my seat, obviously, as a commentator, because the racing has been amazing tonight, but as a team owner, I'm basically dangling out of this booth window. I am just wanting this to be over. I'm obviously cheering on my guys, but everybody's going to be really fast out there giving these boys competition. Oh. Alright, here we go. They are formed up. Boy, oh boy. Down East is going to start behind Pudge. Swan is behind Clone. Van Gogh did not go behind Pudge. I cannot believe that actually happened. Here we go. Green flag, second attempt. Down East just shoved Pudge into the Shadow Realm, and Down East is going to go to the lead with that move. Oh boy, Down East up the middle. Pudge is going to come up the inside. He did not kill the 16, shockingly. Swan now up to second. Clone's going to try to battle back on the inside of that. Swan up into the wall, as is Pudge, as is almost everybody, let's be honest. Down East now in a spot. Can he actually drive away with this and just go to the victory, finally? He's been in the lead many times today, but he's never been able to just drive away and hold on to it. Clone is in second with his teammate right behind him. Colleague Racing in a position to win yet another dirt race. Down East goes way to the outside. He might be a little bit slow through that corner, actually. He's going to be really slow snapping at that sideways. 1.3 seconds, 1 second, 7 tenths, 6 tenths. Oh my gosh, here comes Pudge. All of a sudden, Pudge is in the conversation again. Just checking to make sure they're still green. They are still green flags, so if they get back to the white flag, it will be 1 lap to finally settle this race. Pudge got really loose out of that last corner. Down East was able to gap him by about 7 tenths now. Everybody's really easy on that jump now. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go as Down East just choked it into the wall. Pudge goes by for the lead. He's going to send it into the wall and crash. Big crash with the leaders. Swan is spinning out. Down East goes by for the lead. I don't know what that's going to be as a ruling. They did take the white, so... Oh boy, Swan all over Down East's car. Oh my god, Swan just moved Down East up out of the way. Swan goes by for the lead, but if Down East can get to him, you better believe that favor's probably going to be repaid. Pudge falls to 4th after sending it a little bit too hard across the front straightaway there. Clone is now almost challenging Down East for that spot. The gap is 6/10, slightly dropping. Down East sees his target in his windshield. They are slowing down. Here's the thing. There was a huge crash with the leaders. Even though they took the white flag, I am pretty positive these boys are just going to call that caution and line them up again. Again, we have rules in the NFRL that we do follow, but there's times where you just it's a respect thing. Literally, that was a huge multi-car crash, basically. A few guys kept going, but it basically took out all the leaders. And now they're going to go to a new attempt, I'm pretty sure. I have my messages open just in case. I am currently getting word if on what they're doing. Alright, so yeah, confirm they are going to another attempt. Okay, let me save that replay. Alright, this is it, folks. Third and final attempt. Whatever happens this time, that's it. Alright, once again, sorry about that. I am within a couple of conversations on the old Discord right now. Again, as much as I'm a commentator with this, I am still very much a team owner. Oh my lord. Just checking the time here. We're approaching 2 hours on this live stream. Again, a very long race. Not as long as FES or Cup, but still pretty long for this series. Coming up to the choose cone. I have no doubt in my mind that Down East is going to take opposite of Swan, and then I'm pretty sure Clone's going to stick with Swan. Pudge is going to go with Down East. The question is, how hard does Down East get pushed by Pudge in this? Clone's going to have to match that push, but that's going to be a hard thing to do because that 2 car is just amazing on restarts. Swan goes right. Clone and Pudge both go left, question mark? I don't know what... 10-4. 4 cars and then 2. Okay, here we go. Final attempt. Coming down to the start-finish line. Green flag is out. Final shot at it. Clone gave Down East a great push. He almost tried to dive through the middle with his teammate. Oh my dear God. Clone is spinning around. He's out of it. Down East is to the lead. Pudge is in second. Once again, basically the same layout that happened before. These cars sound really slow going through this corner. Looks like they're alright. Down East got a great corner exit there. He's now up to a second over Pudge. I don't know what happened with Clone. I think he got pushed just a little bit too hard on the initial get-go. Gap is still 1 second. Now 1.1. Pudge did not have a good corner there at all. Down East is flying away with it. Everybody on Colleague Racing right now in that pit box, they're just hoping right now. Get back to the checkered flag, or hey, wave a yellow. If you wave a yellow right now, they win. Swan is now up to second, arguably the fastest car here today. Keeping our cameras on Down East. Actually, we can watch these two, because if something happens to Down East, I'll see the gap dramatically drop. And Pudge just... I'm telling you, boys, just watch the pit road. Watch pit road after this race. Just watch. I'm pretty sure the NFRL security is already getting boxing gloves down there for these boys. And here we go. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. We finally made it. Now we got to make it to the finish of this one. Track is getting really dark. There's no track lights around this place. Pudge just sent it there trying to catch back up to Swan. It's going to take a mistake by Down East for one of these two to win this race. They went way to the outside. They're trying to push that car to the maximum. Gap to Down East is 2.5 seconds now between him and Swan. I think Down East is just trying to have a good lap. He looks way slower coming through there. Swan is sending it a lot harder, trying to get anything he can out of that thing. Down East is being extremely conservative. He just wants to get to that flag. That's all he has to do. You don't got to push it to the max. Just hold it. 2.4, 2.3. Down East looking to get his second Oshkosh victory of this season. You see how Swan just drifted it through there, full send. I think that was like a last shot effort. I don't think he's going to get there. But Down East still has to hit this last jump, because this jump almost decided one of our races before. Coming down, I do believe he's going to do it. Colleague Racing and Down East are once again going to go back to victory lane. Down East wins the Hoosier 150. Swan almost sent it into the wall coming over the jump. Pudge comes home third. Frankie's going to finish right behind him in fourth. RFK Boy is getting third and fourth. I don't know what happened to Clone there at the start, but he falls all the way back to fifth. But how about that 16 car? Once again, getting a dirt victory. His second dirt win all time. Now ties the 14 crew for most. Gonna save that replay. Also gonna get a shot of the results here. And yeah, those are your actual finishing results for the race. And give us 1 second, because we will be interviewing Down East. I was pretty convinced a few times during that they were not going to make it to the checkered flag. It just seemed like that race was never going to end. Alright, still waiting for them to start this burnout lap here. Again, going to give them a second to bump Down East or do whatever. It's a pretty decent race. That was probably some of the most lead changes we've ever seen in one Oshkosh event. That was crazy. As you can see, these guys are really happy for Down East to get this victory. Again, the fastest car was the 5. I think the most determined car was the 2 car. Yeah, Down East definitely a very... he definitely earned this one. He didn't get too banged up during the bitter part of this race. He didn't get doored too hard. Now, I'll tell you one thing, Pudge never left Swan. He just doored Swan every opportunity he got. So again, when those two get together post-race to have a little conversation about that, just keep the cameras on them, please. Alright, let's get this interview going with Down East, shall we? Down East, this is Larry the Lobster up in the Baywatch Tower. Do you got me?
I got you, Mr. Lobster.
So, I'm out of breath, basically, from commentating that race. I've never seen more lead changes in one race in my life. I've never seen more high-packed action in one race in my life. I guess that's from never being up here to spectate one of these dirt races before, but now you just accomplished something that nobody else except for the 14 team has ever done. You are now a 2-time dirt race winner. How are you feeling?
Well, first of all, I want to ask what you put no, I'm actually kind of surprised I actually was able to somehow sail off at that last restart, honestly, because I thought Pudge and Swan were going to hunt me down.
So, I've mentioned this a few times. To me, it looked like Pudge and Swan were after each other all race. It looked like Pudge had a literal target drawn over the 5 car. And in my opinion, I thought if those two kept going at it like that, either you or Clone could escape with that win. I don't know what the heck happened to Clone on that final restart attempt, but it's a shame that he got knocked out of it. But you certainly were in the picture all day. You led laps in both stages. You were always in contention. I mean, what does that say for colleague racing as a team?
I mean, with it being Sardegna, it's an absolute wild card. You really never know who's going to be good at the dirt or who's not going to be good. And I honestly thought I wasn't going to be that good at all. I thought, judging by how practice went, we all probably thought that Pudge was going to sail away with it, but I guess his car was a bit too much to handle. So I guess maybe I was just a bit more consistent than him. I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of times where me and Pudge were just, beating the snot out of each other, going 3 wide and whatnot. And honestly, in the back of my mind, I thought one of them two was going to, sail away and take it. But I guess they were just too busy battling each other, and I just walked away with it, I guess.
Well, man, all I can say is a huge, huge congratulations to you. I think you're now the second car this season who has won 2-point races. I think you and the 5 have both done that, but just congrats on holding it off. Congrats on showing why you're one of the best dirt racers in this series, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Well, y'all, we got 3 overtimes in this. Just like they say in the NFL, bonus footage is always good when you're watching what you love. Yeah, with Down East winning that, him and Swan now have 2 race wins each. And I think Clone has 1. I forget who the other race winner is. But, yeah, it's been fun. Next week, we might have a doubleheader, I think. I think we're doing High Speed Ring and then Trial Mountain on the same day. So you think my voice hurts now. Wait until then. But yeah, this has been the Hoosier 150. This is the NASCAR Fantasy Racing League. And don't forget, the FES cars come here tomorrow, and then I will not be streaming this Monday because it is the All-Star race, which I will actually be driving in. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.